Like, you know, you can reflect and, you know, understand that you might know differently now kind of thing. But I think that's also like a huge piece of the conversation too. It's like not chastising somebody for not knowing something back then, you know? So many piercings, right? Oh my gosh. Exactly. We do the best that we can with the information that we have at the time. Yep, absolutely. And honestly, I feel like you did that was the thing that was best for your family and like your life and stuff because your husband, who has those body parts and understands that a little bit better, made that decision. Like, you know, you guys made that decision that way. Thank you, Real Me. We're making a townie home. Oh, has been in the back of your mind lately. Ooh, Jake, that could be fun. Remember our first time on this planet? Wait, exactly. It is all of our first time on this planet. You got it. I love this. This is so cute. And my pillars keep getting deleted, but you know what? We'll bring them back later. Aw, struggling this morning. I am super struggling this morning too. I get it. I'm not like super crampy, but like I'm just like my energy level is kind of bad, you know? But I'm not like super crampy this cycle, which is really nice. Yet, knock on wood. Sunken kitchen. Thank you. I'm still trying to decide exactly where'd my table go. Oh, I moved the table out here. We thought about maybe putting the table in here, but then I also don't know what I want to do for like our little living room situation. Additional lobe piercing for my left ear finally healed recently. Nice. That's sweet. I like that. This is like a jungle situation kind of thing in here. So like we could do the table outside because it's kind of like nice and stuff. But I really want to do like a lot of bright colors and a lot of like I don't know, just like a lot of bright colors to stretch your lobes, right? I remember that was really big when I was in school. There was a lot of people that wanted to like gauge their ears and like stretch their earlobes and stuff. That was real big when I was in school. I don't mind this. And then we use this like little the shelf in here. Adorable. Thank you, my landscaping. Thank you. I thought about something that I wanted to put over here, but I don't remember what it was. I was like imagining something and then we got doing a whole bunch of other things and then tours and then now we're back and I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure it'll come back. I genuinely don't know. No, gauges in The Sims don't look good at all. I'm with you, Brando. 5 days I think is affecting me as well, right? My PMS is horrible. Bad, bad, bad. Oh my God, what did I do? It was, yeah, 6 days until my period is expected to come, but last time it came a little, like a couple days early. According to my app, but I haven't been tracking my ovulation, so I don't know. It's just guesswork at this point. Yeah, like 6 days until, what are we building? I'm building a townie house for some friends for our Jellybean Legacy family. We've got our little fam here. They're so cute. We made them. It's Matthew Rojas. And then we have Raul Rojas, and they're married, and they have 2 children named Rosie and Christian Rojas. And they live in Selva Dorada. Oh, a day planner and counted the days every month, right? Yeah, my cycles are anywhere between like 28 to 30 days typically. I have like a little bit of variance from day to day, but like not horrible. It's pretty consistent, honestly. What do we, but Laura, welcome on in. Oh my God, your life has been changed. Laura, wait, no, Vaughn, you downloaded Tool and Better Build By. I'm glad that we could have, that we brought you in and like got you into that then, because it's literally life-changing. It's amazing. Your debug glitches. Oh no, I could only have it show hidden objects and wouldn't have live edit objects, so I had to remove it. Oh, that's weird. Better Build By puts the debug and the live edit function or the catalogs in your thing here. And it labels your like in your catalog, and it labels everything so you can search it, and then you can also eyedropper and like copy Better Build By and all that. Surprise every time. Oh, really, Meeps? Oh my God. Well, I get really bad pelvic pain. before my period comes because I have uterine fibroids and stuff. And then like my depression and anxiety really upswing during this time. So it's like debilitating for me. I can't, it's not, I wish I could just be like, surprise, because I know it's coming. It's like almost impossible for me to not know, hey, welcome on in, good to see you. Because it really does control my life. I really truly hope that we can have a kid ASAP so I can get rid of my uterus, you guys, because I'm exhausted. I just want to be done with it. I want at least one child. So we'll see what happens, but your girl's done with this. And plus, like, I think because I did have my IUD, and I think it was at least helping with my PMDD symptoms, but it was making my cramps worse. Because I was like thinking about it this morning. But I just can't win. Oh my god, dance. Yay, I love that. No, also cramping, desert cryptid, like actual removal. Wait, actual removal what? I was yapping and my brain stopped working for a second. Oh, yeah, like I want to get rid of my uterus. Yeah, just like have them, yeah, hysterectomy. Just take it away. That's wild. Happy or happily married now. Yay! Right? Oh my god, Vaughn, that's so bad though. It's funny how like sometimes we get trauma from certain things and you're like, whoa. You're like, oh, hysterectomy. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I want to get rid of it like altogether. Cause then I won't get periods. And then I won't have the cramps and the PMDD, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So I know that like if you have your if you take your ovaries, then you can still get periods, I think. I'm like pretty sure you can still get periods if you don't have your ovaries. I don't blame you. Oh my god, right? Because I know like your ovulation, there's something still have your ovaries, right? There's something somewhere. Don't have a womb, right? So you have your you had a hysterectomy. Not like a total or like radical one or something. I have a hysterectomy. Nice. Because sometimes they just take your ovaries and leave your uterus, and sometimes they take everything. And then, yeah, yep, if you want the estrogen, yep. Yeah, because I know someone who had her ovaries taken, but they left her uterus, but then she still has a period. They shrivel up anyway. They go for a walk actually. Yep, they usually leave the ovaries. Obviously don't go into menopause. Yep. Back in the day they used to take everything just as like a default, but now they leave your ovaries. Yep. Unless yours are raisins. Are they really? Oh my god, my friends went for a walk. They're like up wandering around like in her intestines. It's interesting. They just kind of, yep. It's a weird truth about the way that stuff works. They're just there. They're still doing what they got to do and give you the hormones. Bodies are very weird. Yep. Because she had her uterus removed, but she kept her, right? It doesn't have periods, so which procedure she did, right? Yep. Usually if they take the ovaries. Mm-hmm. Wondering if you would need HRT. Yeah. Yep. You're technically supposed to have HRT. Which also is a good example of protecting trans rights because it also impacts cis people as well. So just remember that. And like talk about that with people. Because not a lot of people realize like, oh, well, say like if you have a hysterectomy and like they have to take your ovaries too, then you won't have access to HRT. Yep. Gender affirming healthcare goes beyond trans people. It does. It does. Trans rights are human rights. It is a fabulous point because not a lot of people like in actuality, like you might realize that, but like, oh my god, I never made the correlation. Like what affects one person will always almost always eventually affect somebody else. Nuance. IVG research would go far beyond. Exactly. IVG research would go far beyond LGBT relationships. Yep. I love talking about that because it like blasts people's brains. They're like, wait a second. Oh my God. Like I didn't realize or think about the fact that like someone who is a cis woman, having, yeah. Yes, gender affirming care does include cis people too. I was literally gonna say, what's the little blue pill? The Richard pill. I was about to say that too, Pixie. I was like, just like, God, what is it called? Does anyone remember what the little blue pill is? Viagra, thank you. Yes, that is also something that is considered gender affirming care. But it is also something that is taken for heart patients as well. Fun fact. Wasn't it like in addition to that, I'm pretty sure that Jenna Marbles' dog Marbles was on Viagra for a period of time at the very least because he had some heart problems or something where he needed like the cardiovascular help or the assistance with it. Yeah, no, I'm like 99% sure that Marbles, her little chihuahua was on Viagra for like a point in time or still is kind of thing. Because it is a cardiovascular like stimulant or something like that. Yeah, Marbles was on Viagra for a second. Oh, oh my God, no, that's so cute. Oh, March, not August. Oops. Imagine the guy who was talking about a heart condition and they found it at a secondary use. Awkward? No, literally. Like, why? It really is. It's so funny to think about. It's coincidence? Honestly, I think not, Jake. Yep, hair transplants are also gender affirming care. They are. Yes, welcome on in, Jelena. Welcome on in. Oh my God, we talk about all sorts of things in here. We just had like a really great like conversation about talking about like the new pope and religion, and then we talked about Jenna Marbles' dog having Viagra. You know, just the nuance of things. It's fine. I'm also trying to figure out exactly. I literally can't remember. Yeah, big lifted trucks. No, I say that to Michael all the time. All the time. Oh, the next Mr. Rogers. I think Miss Rachel is the next Mr. Rogers, honestly. I love Miss Rachel. I don't even have kids, and I just love what she's about. I don't even remember what I did to Google like the living room situation because I want this to be very like bright and fun, like lots of different colors, and like I want to try some stucco things in here. Oh my God, no, because the other day, Michael and I were driving down the highway or whatever, and there was this guy in like this really big lifted truck and like all the 9 yards and everything with it, you know, and I was like, and then he like was being really aggressive in traffic and like cutting people off and just being mean, and then we were like going the speed limit in the right lane, and then he like was tailgating us and honking at us, and then he like blasted past, and there's like the big billows of like the black smoke, and I'm like, I'm sorry about your wiener. Yes, no, after she spoke out about Palestine, for real. Why do I kind of love this? Sorry about your wiener. No, it definitely gives very small Richard energy. I agree with that. Sorry about your wiener. Oh no, that's okay, Stresha. Thank you so much for coming by. Her uploads were the highlight of my week. Exactly. Wasn't it like every Wednesday or something like that? But yeah, Brando, oh my God. Miss Rachel is like, I see in the comment section of like so many of her videos or whatever, like I owe you child support kind of like, because she's like a speech pathologist, I think. Isn't she actually like a licensed speech pathologist, but she makes YouTube videos that are like good for like babies and kids, like infants and stuff. And like, I love it. I don't know. She taught me about, it's like a form of speech pattern that parents use. It's called parentese. It's where you sing, it's like a very sing-songy, like fun, uplifting tone. And it's like addictive to babies because it's just so delightful. And I'm like, oh my God. But if you don't know Miss Rachel, please, like, absolutely. I'm not even a parent, and I love Miss Rachel. Yeah, I think she has her master's in like child something. That feels right to me. Is this like bright freaking orangey red color too much? I don't think so. I think we're gonna run with it. I know she always so gentle with animals. That's so cute. Chicken's out of my game. Oh no, it breaks my heart. That's so sad. Trash Moon. It kind of does work though, Pixie, doesn't it? Oh, you learned about her from Hassan's stream. Oh, I love that. That's wonderful. Miss Rachel was after my son's toddler years, but I still follow her everywhere. She's so wonderful. Yeah, I follow her, and like if Michael and I are lucky enough to have a kid, our kid is gonna be a Miss Rachel kid. 100%. No questions asked. Music education, Google says. Yeah, right. And I think she also works with like a lot of professional, like childcare professionals to help like cater her content and like, you know, and do that. Oh my God, this like blue color is so beautiful. I'm gonna do this up into the hallway up here. Oh, we're so back. Oh my God, I love that. How do you guys handle little hallways like this? Like your stairways? How do you guys handle that? Oh no, wait, I'm blocking with my noise canceling headphones. I'm so sorry, Gloomy. That's really overstimulating. I feel ya. Hopefully you can get a little brain break, you know? I don't know what to do. Music education, right? I think you're right, Alice, and that feels correct to me. And very par for the course for her. Oh my God, it's unhealthy. Yeah, no, Jody, that's something that I also agree with too. It was like, I was talking to Michael about it. I'm like, cause the frame rate and just like how things kind of change and all that. It's really like horrible for kids' attention span and stuff. I want to do, or what was it? Yeah, like I really want to do things that are like 90s or like old school TV shows for our kids. And like to a point, offer a lot of things that are like new but like really limited. Bear, oh my God, Bear in the Big Blue House is so fun. I love that. Hallway usually bookcase, gallery wall, or console table, right? Because I don't know what to do for like this pattern, like the wall thing. That middle square. What middle square are you talking about, Emmy? Are you talking here? Like this here? I don't currently, but I could really easily. And I could show you how I would go about doing it if you guys want to know. It's gonna like glitch and get all weird and whatever. Why is there a platform here? That's weird. I'm gonna delete you. Do that? I think so. So I'll show you guys how to do it. So like you delete the floor and then you basically rebuild it. So this is gonna get really annoying for a second because it might delete my walls. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It just truly depends. But then it'll make your, like, it glitches your staircase like that sometimes. They're there, but it's not there. Oh my God. Wait, whoa, the Pope. Wait, oh my God. What Pope? How do you know? He's not out yet. Did they announce who it was? I'm not religious, but the Catholic Church determines a lot of what's happening. I heard about, we talked about the white smoke earlier. Delete the floor tile. Sometimes that doesn't work though. Sometimes that doesn't work, Rumor. If it doesn't delete your freezes when you add a fence to the top of those stairs, I'll be flabbergasted. Oh my God, I bet my freezes are gone. An hour from the smoke showing up? Oh my God. in 15-ish minutes. I kind of want to see this. What do you guys think? Is there like the New York Times has like a live thing? Oh, Tony, that hurts. It is historically significant. Do you guys want to watch this with me? I'm not a political commentator, a political streamer. But like, I want to see this live. Where would I even see this? Like YouTube? Does anyone have like a good area where I could like show this? Pizza Bala or Tegel are two that I am hoping to see. CBS New York has a live feed. Associated Press on YouTube. Okay, I want to watch the Associated Press. AP News. Here we go. Oh God, Tony, did you hit your funny bone? I know Manifesta, like we all need to put our Manifesto C into this today because I want a progressive pope. I think we all want one. Yeah, gotta support AP News. I'm all game for that. I love this. There's a third one, more progressive. I'm not religious, but as some earlier pope, yeah, the Pope definitely has influence on whether or not, you know, the thing about politics and the thing about like this stuff is like, if you don't do it, but politics is gonna do you, honey. Politics will always do you. Every time. So it is important to a point to like at least kind of know what's going on. The meaty part. Oh, there's the scratch now. Owie! It really, that'll like put you on your knees for a second, won't it, Tony? I've got it up on the other screen right now. No, it usually doesn't even do you in a good way. It doesn't, Naka. That's right. A progressive pope would be amazing. Francis appointed a lot of cardinals, so not completely unlikely. Exactly. And I feel like they understand, you know, obviously this is just like perspective or like theory at this point because we don't know what went on in there and we don't know what conversations they're having. But there is like definitive proof that younger people are leaving the church in swaths. Exactly. Yes. Jelena, that's exactly what we say. Yeah, being able to ignore politics is a privilege. 100%. Admittedly, it took me up until like the last like 5 or so years to really actually get more politically active. I didn't really pay attention to it. And the more that I learn, the more that I'm like, I realize how much of a privilege that is. We were taught complacency, at least, I don't know. Oh, that's just the way that things are kind of thing. At least I was. But now that I know that that's not true. Husband from the Philippines. Yeah, no, Chrysla, that Tegel is the one that I'm hoping for the most. Personally. People voting for Donald just killed. Yeah, no, exactly, Panda. That is so true. I think for a lot of people as well. So true. I think this would be really cute as like a little like wallpapery thing or like what do you guys think about that? You know, like having like a custom trim kind of situation in here by using some of the wall sculptures. What would you guys use for like custom wainscoting in here throughout this house? I've got it pulled up on the live over there and I have it muted. A pope in a country region where they where there haven't been seen yet. Yeah, because have we ever had a Filipino pope yet? Have we had one yet? I'm not as familiar with like the lineage or the like where the previous popes have been from. I'm relatively new to this game, but like, you know, to like seeing this stuff, but NBC News. I have it on Associated Press right now. Is where I have it. Imagine like being out there just waiting like that. Oh, we haven't had an Asian Pope yet? Yes, I would love it. Yeah, I have it right here in Associated Press. Oh, I love it. I know everyone's doing Pope Watch, right? Mostly been European. Francis was the first Argentinian Pope. That's right. Oh no, that's all right, Shadow. Thank you for letting me know regardless though. I come on, woke Pope, let's go! I want a woke Pope. Mostly been European, France. Yeah, right. I think you're right, Meeps. I would love to see a Filipino Pope or the Italian guy. I feel like this is so fast. Also, that architecture. Can we get like detailing like that in The Sims 4, please? Woke Pope. I know we need some good news today, right? I know it does. Little Bear, it's insane. Francis's family was Italian, so a lot of people would like to see an indigenous American Pope. Oh, an indigenous American Pope? I personally don't think that there would ever be a an American Pope. There's just too much power in that. There's also the guy that was from Richland Center, Wisconsin. I can't remember what his name was off the top of my head, but we had some people, like some of his like nieces and nephews and stuff that went to school in my area. No. South America, Central America, etc. Right. Oh, Jelena. Probably Jelena. Yeah. They probably do get PTO because it's probably like the time of mourning and like or like a national holiday or something like that. Oh, the Americas. Ah, I see what you're saying. I got you. I understand now. My brain went to America. This is my microphone, Richard. I don't have my other webcam borked out on me again, but I can show you really fast. So basically I have to have a microphone that shows that like is really close to my face. And oh my god, did it freeze my webcam for you guys? Did I break it all the way? Okay, we were good. Oh my god. All right, so we're good. All right, that's what it looks like. I put googly eyes on him, and it's a little bit of a game now. So his eyes land on things. All right, I'm just gonna put this over here. I know, isn't it so cute? I do love Richard. You guys named him Richard, but he is adorable. But his eyes do land on random things. You're very welcome. I'm glad that we could introduce you to Richard. Oh, is he coming out? Is he all ready? Came at the door. Oh, here we go. Can you guys even hear it? I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh, Meeps, I love that. You can hear it. It's a little soft though. Okay. It's kind of just like the white noise of the crowd. Oh my god, gloomy. That's the worst. Oh. I love like how beautiful the architecture is though. Oh my god, look, it's Richard. I'm nervous. The Vatican is nerding out. This is a historic event, you guys. This is big. Like, depending on how they would like things to go, they either pick like a younger pope, an older pope, not to be grim, so the pope would die sooner if they're like older kind of thing, if they want to be able to select a different one later kind of thing, or they might pick someone who's more progressive or less progressive. I'm hoping that they pick someone who is progressive. There's 3 good options. Pizza Bala, what is it? The transitionary pope, right? Yeah, exactly. The world is changing so much. Yep. Pizza Balla or Kegel are two top runners. And then there's a third guy that I can't remember. Exactly, we don't know. That is so pretty though. Like, look at all the statues and stuff. Like, it is objectively stunning. I do like seeing the world come together like this. I agree. So he's gonna come out up here, I want to say, if I remember when Francis was elected. Yeah, the curtain. Yep. Woke Pope, woke Pope, woke Pope. The church does still allow birth control. That is a natural family planning. So there is a long way to go, but boy, have we made good, like, good efforts, you know? I don't remember his name, but the Pope that served during World War II was a transitionary Pope and then lasted way longer than when they wanted him to. Is it Pizza Balla? Oh, it's not the new Pope yet. Oh my God, no, it's not the Pope. Okay. Okay, I was like, wait, that's not any of the ones that I recognize. Hold on. Okay. The timing. The timing was immaculate on that alert. Not even Catholic either. Friends like this, I don't speak Latin. A drone show? Not the papal drone show. That hello there alert was really funny. Nah, Trump was just trolling. He's one of those children who will like push and push and push. Just tell us! I'm just kidding. Do your thing, dudes. But like, please. I don't want it to be an American Pope. I don't. Do not be American. Why are we so behind? Oh, not from the United States. So I don't want the United States American Pope. Oh, it's not live. Oh, really? Oh, I guess it's like really, it's like 6 or 7 p.m. It says it was live earlier. Started streaming 10 hours ago, watching now. Yeah, you can't skip ahead or anything. Yeah, don't spoil the Pope. No spoilers. Do something. I feel like I'm being trolled right now. So it's an American Pope, or it's he was born in Chicago but has lived in Peru outside of the U.S. for almost all of his life. It does feel like trolling because I can't skip ahead. A naturalized Peruvian citizen. On the banner they put out, right? Thanks for the follow. Press live and it should be the gray dot. Really? Progressive on social issue but centrist overall. Honestly, when it comes to certain doctrines like ordaining women, he has not come out yet. Okay. So like he's centrist but progressive. I'm okay with that. If that makes sense. Yeah, he was born in Chicago. That's so interesting. He's born in Chicago. Yeah, no, I see that over here. Born in Chicago. He was appointed by Pope Francis in September of 2023. Peruvian and American, right? Mm. If Francis appointed him, he couldn't be too bad, right? Right. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I'm decent with someone who's at least centrist, but like progressive. If that makes sense. You know, like, because Sims Pope when, right? Right. It feels really weird to me. Trying to see the Sims building. We're here watching the Pope reveal, right? Vatican get one. Not the Pope pack. This God religion has no influence in our laws. Oh, it absolutely does. Here, at least. It probably has more influence than we realize, I think, too. It really does have a lot of influence. My first Pope pack. My first papal conclave, the stuff pack. Better than one done by Benedict, I think. Right. Yeah, yeah, religion is super crazy here. The new pope is Robert Francis Prevost. He's 69 years old. And the first American. I never expected an American person to be chose. No, it's okay, Schmegbert. Right, though. I know. Congrats, but like, I don't like being American. First of American Pope in the 2,000-year history of the Catholic Church. Yup. Oh, I don't trust this. I don't trust us. I don't trust anything. I don't trust it. But lived outside the US for more than 3/4 of his life. Definitely has nothing to do with their current government. Right. Exactly. I think it's healthy to be sus, but also like he lived outside of the US for like the majority of his life. But also he from what I'm reading and from what I've heard from you guys, he does have a relatively good track record of being pretty progressive from what I've learned. But honestly, I feel like someone who is pretty central or centric. I don't think it's downfall. No, I feel like someone that is centric because remember, extremism can happen on both sides, kind of thing. So having someone that falls kind of in the middle isn't necessarily like a bad thing. I think. Um. Oh no, we definitely have worse popes, 100%. Ah, that he's not LGBTQ friendly. Okay. Yeah, we know. Where the far right Catholics hate him anyway. I'm okay with that. Oh, Pope. No, I get it. I get it. I don't speak Latin. Italian, not Latin. It sounds Italian. I think you're right. It is Italian. I assumed Latin because wasn't all Catholic service done in Latin until like the 60s? Yeah, some of it still is, yeah. So I assumed Latin, I guess. Mm. I think you're right, Steph. Oh, not the full server, it was parts of it. Got it. Oh, did you really? That's kind of cool though. Wish I knew what he was saying, but I don't. Information regarding him, there, like with LGBTQ stuff, there's not a lot of readily available information at this point with his stance on LGBTQ stuff too. Encouraging Peru's bishops played an important role in ensuring institutional stability during the successive political crises that led to the other fails of Pedro Pablo Kuczynski in 2018. And Pedro Castillo in 2022. Right. Yeah. From what I've been reading, there's not like a lot of information. Yeah. Vatican City is technically its own country. Yeah. I think it's within Italy. Like, but it's Vatican City is technically its own country. Like, it's bordering Italy, then, I want to say. The Vatican City is its own thing. Yeah. Yeah. I can't understand what he's saying. Oh, that balcony is huge. It's so big. Yeah, a country in Rome. Yeah. Rome, got it. But they own their own land. Yeah. Not run by any government, but its own. Yep. Yeah, you need your passport to get in. Right. I don't know what you're saying, dude. Catholic architecture like goes kind of hard though. You gotta admit. um he played a pivotal role in stabilizing Peru's hostile political crisis. Ooh. And stabilizing Peru's hostile political crisis. I mean, Forgotten Hollow kind of architecture, right? It goes really hard. I really like the architecture for sure. In Italian, because whatever Cruz and awe, that the Gothic cathedrals are amazing. Oh, they are. Like, that is one thing that I really like about the church, though. Say what you will, but the architecture goes super hard. Corner the market of the Gothic Christianity, but they built churches out of people's bones. They did. Yep. Oh, in Vatican City, you've been there? Oh, wow. That would be really cool to go see, honestly. It was very unexpected. However, this being said, I also feel that having someone who is kind of like moderate, but still like a little progressive isn't really a bad thing. And I'm not saying that out of being Delulu either. Um, However, in times of extremism, I really wish that we did have more oomph. Yeah, oh, the cathedral in my hometown was gorgeous. I don't really think that we have any like cool things here. Peruvians and Spanish. Work, honey. I like that. Yeah, take what we can get. It's not like one of the super crazy, like, conservative popes. So I will take it. Do I want better? Yeah, of course. I think anyone does, but when you said American Pope, I feared that they picked the guy that was from my hometown, who is notorious for being an absolute menace and horrible. Like my heart sunk to my butt. I don't remember what his name was. I know it. U.S. American, exactly, of U.S. Americans. Yes, exactly. Like he was born in America, but he lived from the majority of his life for like outside of the United States. So he's not like an American Pope. The Vatican, we toured the graveyard under the cathedral. Oh, that's so cool. They built a church over this grave of St. Peter. Wow. Panicking of the living life as a US citizen right now, right? I get it. I get it. You know, and like without talking politics for super long today, because like my brain can also only handle so much. It's also really important to remember that out of all of the noise that, you know, is happening with the United States at the moment, only 5 pieces of legislation that have been like pushed have been passed so far. So it really, and they weren't even ones that were like super significant, like from what I remember. But there's been a teeny tiny amount of things that have passed, and honestly that's way below average of what usually gets passed within this time period too. Ooh, I can't remember what this is. 0.25. Nope. Maybe 0.5. Orange Menace, right? Oh no. Yeah, exactly, because they can't legislate. So it's really important to remember that too. Things are noisy, but nothing is happening. It's all bark, no bite, really. Leo is at the 14th. Leo the 14th. I have not. Hi, Vicky. Welcome on in. Sorry for the yappy stuff and all that, but like that was a historical moment and I wanted to like kind of watch that. Is anyone good at math? The 14th, right? Don't trust the Supreme Court to break with Trump, right? They already kind of have though, Jory, all across the board. There's been a lot of things that they've broken with him on. A lot. The 14th Leo for short. Leon the short. Got it. Leon the 14th. Cool. Well. Pixie, that's diabolical. So what you're saying is they do understand chosen names. That's diabolical. Please do it again. Again. Get him. Truth. Use that one. I'm also not religious, but I did like the last pope a lot. I'm not religious either, Larissa. I hope this one is a fighter for the poor and the Palestinians and hope for the better for the LGBTQIA. I agree. Because like as much as, you know, it is the church, they really do have a lot of involvement and have always been political. So have always been political. JD does use a chosen name. Oh my God. I saw, you know, this is a joke, obviously, and Pope Francis passing away was awful, but humor also helps me cope, and helps a lot of us cope. But someone posted something, it was like, like that was his name. Obviously, he did not do that. because he was old and, you know, he had a lot of health problems and things, so he did not do that. But I absolutely like it. It was horrible. Um, Raphael, yep. Yeah. Ted Cruz's real name is Raphael. It is. Which was the guy? Wasn't Ted Cruz the one who just went to prison for 7 years or is going to prison for 7 years? Was it Ted Cruz? I want to say Pope Francis would call a Catholic church in the middle of Gaza every night. I hope Pope Leo. Yes, I think Pope Francis, also the papal Santos, George Santos, that's what it was. George Santos went to prison. Thank you. Um that's what it is. Isn't the papal vehicle going to the Palestinian children or something like that? I think I saw something about that. This is 5. I need to wait, 499. There we go. I remembered numbers and how they work. Oh, seriously, right, Chrysla, right. Texas senator. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, he wanted the car to go to Palestinian aid. I really love that, honestly. Pope Francis also get pneumonia twice with one lung. I think, yeah, no, he had like part of his lung removed when he was a kid. I think it was like a lobe of his lung or like his entire lung. So without 2 functioning lungs, basically, I want to say. I think so. I do want to say that you're right, Chaos, that it was that he did lose part of his lung or when he was a kid. I don't remember how. At 21, right? Well, younger, not as a kid. You're practically a kid with how old he got. Yeah, he got I don't remember exactly what he contracted to where he had to have part of his lung removed, but yeah, honestly. No, that was really kind of insane that he lived that long for, like, given he had like a really severe respiratory situation kind of happening, especially at that age. Oh no, you're having issues deciding your heir. That's really hard. Oh my God. Yeah. So thank you guys for experiencing that little bit of history with us. It's okay to be sad or like upset about stuff, but remember, like, we shall persist no matter what. Ooh, I really like the way this looks with this like little backboarding thing kind of going on. Uh-oh. I want to build you with you. Ooh, because you already did the shell. We are doing something that is, how do I want to say? We are doing something with, right, memes? I know, I almost forgot I was a sim stream too. Not just kidding, just kidding. We are doing build tours next Wednesday. So if you guys have something on Wednesday, we'll do American as Pope. So American born is, yes, but also I feel like calling him an American is something that is overstretching. You know what I mean? Like, in a way, because, at least in my opinion, because he spent 3/4 of his life in Peru. Like the majority of his life in Peru. So he was born in Chicago. First, yeah, I know. So it's so like clickbaity. That first American Pope, like, yeah, American born, but like you live somewhere else for so long that after a while, in my opinion, that kind of doesn't become true anymore. Americans, of course, are always gonna like, yeah, are always gonna be like, oh, look at us. I don't like this country, you guys. I don't like it. Hi, Cotton. Welcome on in. How you doing today? So American born, but yeah. Yeah, we really do kind of seance. We kind of do. Right. Orange Man. No, right, someone Orange Man would deport. Yeah, he would. Even though, like, he's an American, technically, and is born here. Oh, I'm sorry that you're down with COVID. Oh my gosh, I hope you feel better soon. That can be so rough sometimes. Right? Like, just because he is born in America doesn't necessarily mean that he also holds the ideals of us here too, kind of thing, you know? Or holds any sort of like significance or like leverage or power here. Like, I hope, you know, but yeah. Oh my gosh, we'll probably try it right. I didn't want to get angry, right? I saw that a former Marine deported and I looked into it more. Oh my gosh. What in the world? I hate it here. We really are, Ramoni. Who are you talking about? The new pope and stuff like that. That's who we're talking about right now. Because they just elected a new pope. I'm very curious about this. To see what conspires and what happens. What goes down. Ooh. What should I do in here, you guys? I don't know. I really wanted to try picking something with like a little bit more like texture to it, but I just don't know what I would do. I've changed Veterans Day. I probably would have raged. Wait, isn't he still trying to change it to like Victory Day or something like that? He also has been, oh my God, I could go on and on about this. I just don't want to, I'm just gonna get mad. Bah! Anyway, right. I feel like it's not really a good one, but it's also not the worst that we could have had too, I think. So there's that at least. Oh, he is 100%. A dirt and cracks. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking because I don't want this to be like squeaky perfect clean, but I want it to feel very like lived in. You know what I mean? A little on the older side. Oh yeah, Crystal. Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I don't want to get mad. You know, he can't do any of this without congressional approval, so just remember that. So he yaps, things go to the courts, they get shot down. Because remember, he's only passed like 5 different minor pieces of legislation at this point. So remember that. It's hard to remember it because, of course, he's so inflammatory, but like logic will always prevail in this situation. I spell so goodly. Oh, I spell so goodly too. The opacity. Yeah. Oh my God. No, Pixie. That would be amazing if you could do that. Ooh. I think we got the grimy ones. Oh yeah, wait, no, there's a bunch of like different textures or different things on these too. Pausing me. Yeah, no, literally, spin is great. No, right, Vaughn, yup. I see that too. He claims to love and then because it appeals to that like voter base and stuff. Better Build By makes it so easy to build without CC because you can adjust where it doesn't show up. Yeah, right? You can. Better Build By is literally like a game changer. I love Better Build By so much. I don't know how I lasted without it. No, exactly right. He's not who he says he is. Nope. 100% no. Oh, how did we get here? What do you guys think about all the little cracks and stuff? This feels very lived in and whatever. Anything to do with the military, right? Say it again. Say it again. Ooh, what about, I guess like some of these, that's how, right? It's craziness. Just in disbelief. Ooh, and then I can like put this here and it looks like it's kind of like cracking and then everything's like breaking apart on this side. Idiocracy is a manual instead of a warning, right? No, I wish that we didn't have all those movies because, you know, because it stinks because now we're seeing some of it being like lived out or whatever. Ooh, kickboxing. Yeah, you totally should. This sounds like a good, healthy outlet though. It does. Good on ya. Last night we got oh my god, what did we do yesterday? Oh yeah, no, we got our marriage license yesterday, you guys. So we got our marriage license. It was one of those things where like we like for our county, it varies by like county. Yeah, Sims 3. Oh my god, I can't do anything else other than like Sims 3 camera. We got our marriage license. So it varies by county. I learned and whatever. But basically like we essentially just had to like walk in and then um like we did like the little like we had to like raise our right hand and like yeah, we're answering all these questions to the best of our abilities, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff, all the legal schmeagle stuff. And then um she basically gave it to us right then and there, like the marriage license. Right, made it real for you. Yeah, not even the actual wedding. This is like this is the contract, right? Yeah, because we have everything. And then so fun fact, you don't have to have a witness in Illinois. So that, but she gave us like a little thing like, oh, in case you just want this for like a keepsake or something, which I thought was really cute. Isn't it really, Jill? I like that. It was fun. um but yeah, like so we have that stuff now. But oh, I might postpone Michael's last name. Yes, no, Vaughn, that's definitely a big conversation that we've been having, is like changing my last name. I think I'll socially change my last name, but not legally change it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think that I will be changing my last name at this point or anything, because there's a lot of things that are kind of like going down in the United States right now that are gonna make it people like if you're basically if you're I don't know why that withheld that message. That was weird. But like if your name, if your last name is different than what's on your birth certificate, if the SAVE Act passes, yep, then essentially you're gonna have to make it like it'll make it a lot harder. How's this happening? Voter suppression, and you know they're doing it through the guise of like immigrants and things like that or whatever, and like trying to like the voter IDs as a form of voter recession or the voter suppression kind of thing. You're not cooked. Just well, I mean, change your name back if you can. Right? That'd be fun. Whether or not to change my back to my maiden name, right? Yeah, it's been a really big discussion. I think I'm socially changing my name, but not actually changing my name. Votes in the Senate, like I'm bugging the bus of my legislators. Yeah, remember, call your legislators, and remember, like, yeah, able to vote. You won't be able to vote if your last name on your ID does not match your birth certificate. Yep. And remember, voter IDs that you have to pay for is a poll tax, and poll taxes are unconstitutional. So remember that as well. Hi, Mushroom. Good to see you. Welcome on in. The 5 calls app. Ooh. Socially changing? Yeah, right, exactly. Because like I will be like Michael's last name socially, but legally I will still be my maiden name, you know? And like that's the way it is. And like when we have kids, they will take Michael's last name. My marriage certificate? What do you mean? Oh, my marriage. What about if you have your marriage certificate? If it doesn't match your birth certificate, it won't matter. Basically, they're doing it under the guise of like essentially trying to say like, oh, it's to protect our elections from like immigrants and stuff like that, you know, blah blah blah. It's a stupid conversation, because it is also in the same fell swoop doing in the same fell swoop suppressing voting rights of women who change their name to their husband's name. Anyone without their given name, which also impacts LGBTQ people too. So if your name does not match your birth certificate name, AFAB, trans, LGBTQ rights, that kind of stuff. I get nervous on the phone, so it's great for you, right? That's kind of cool though. Last day here in Alabama to go to Real ID. Yep. Real ID stuff's coming down. Michael, welcome on in. We're talking about the new Pope. Did you see? Good to know for when I renew your license, right? I don't know what it is. You know, remember when a cult leader dies, the cult almost always dies with it. whenever that happens. Hello, Michael. Thank you for 58 months. How you doing today? Changed my name in any way when I got married, and it probably took like 2 years for people to stop instinctually calling me Mrs. Husband's last name. Really? Right? No? Right, Emmy? Came for the queer talk. I like that. Yes, come sit with us. Wahaha. Right, exactly, Vaughn. That news every single day. Right. Natural things. This one won't, it scares me. I think it will. I think it will. Because if you think about it, their base has also largely rejected JD Vance too. So have faith. Those holes are giving. Yes, I love these holes. I don't know what kind of thing to have here because I don't think that we really have a good. Yeah, they don't follow them. Yeah, they don't. You have to like look at cults from the perspective of like facts on how they operate, if that makes sense too. Because that's what it is. Exposed pipes. Ooh, exposed pipes might be kind of nice somewhere. Because this is going to be nice and like weathered, but not dumpy, if that makes sense. Like weathered, but not dumpy. Plenty of others in the same view, so I don't think any of them hold as much weight as this leader has. No. It's basically kind of like they've made it about him kind of thing. Think of all like the merch and the hats and like everything that's associated with it. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. No one upstages the leader, right? Exactly. Especially if you have someone who's as egotistical as him. He's not going to want to try to like pass it on because it's about him kind of thing. And that's like a huge distinct difference. There's a lot of things, and like remember, like when voices are emboldened by certain things, like when voices are emboldened, it feels a lot louder. Because you know they're being emboldened by their cult leader right now. Wait, I wish that we had a good. Oh, I really wish that we had a good pillar that came with like Jungle Adventure, but we really only have like the temple-y looking one. Next year, the same thoughts. I get it. I have not on Twitter for a lot of different reasons. Aw, that really sucks though, Schmegbird. I'm so sorry. You are not the only one that you know, like you're not alone is what I'm trying to say. Like that is really poopy. I've seen that happen to a lot of people too. People that I know and people like in my personal life and like people I've heard of online, like that kind of stuff. You are not alone. Oh, right, Belle. Need to let off some steam. I get it. Madam President, but I really hope Democrats don't pick another woman candidate. Tried and it always fails. I feel like our country just isn't ready for it, right? As much as I would like for it to be prepared, I also feel like there are just some people who just won't vote for a woman, which really sucks, you know? Consensual forehead smoochies. Trans men that I think, oh, your birth certificate name too? Moon, that's good. Good. That makes me really happy to hear, actually. I love that. Good. You changed your name. I think I have a personal life friend who also is changing their name on their birth certificate. Bernie AOC. Oh my god. I would like to see like Jasmine Crockett AOC or something. Moderate Dem, exactly. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I don't think Bernie will run personally, but ooh, Pritzker, Buttigieg. Buttigieg, Pritzker, in that order. Buttigieg, Pritzker. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I go hard for Pritzker, y'all. Right. I agree. I would want someone that is more centrist, but I also, when push comes to shove, we got to shove back, you know, so it's like a darned if you do, darned if you don't, you know what I mean? Like we're kind of in a corner right now. Democrats have been weak for a bit. I love Pritzker. I do. JB Pritzker is the current what's his name? What's their name? The governor of Illinois. And he has been like the biggest thorn in Donald Trump's side ever, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. What is he doing right now? There's something that there's a piece of legislation he's pushing forward right now. Oh, he's basically making it illegal. Because you know how they're trying to like make the registry or essentially for like the autistic folks or something like that right now. He's making it unconstitutional or illegal in like Illinois to like have them utilize that information and protecting like your confidentiality and your rights and stuff. So he does stuff like that, and it's amazing. No, exactly. No, Vaughn, that's right. Yeah, Illinois governor is doing that. Heck yeah, he is. He's been doing a lot of different things. It should be illegal, absolutely. It's against like HIPAA and everything. It's against so many things. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Illinois governor is doing that. Yeah, he's doing a lot of really good stuff right now. He's making this coalition of Democratic governors or whatever, where basically they're like gonna help each other, like when it comes to legal fees, if the administration tries to go after them, like that kind of stuff. Oh, exactly. Right, Seance? Yep. It's not Trump's playbook, it's someone else's. Yeah, the first Illinois governor who won't go to the jail in the last few years, right? The bar is on the ground, let's go! But he's actually doing good. Like, Pritzker's doing so many good things. I'm gonna be sad when he leaves office, but I hope that he assumes the presidential office. Doing that too, she spoke a little on the auto stuff for me, though I don't fear as much from her, and the UP says I'm not downstate. Right, I get it. The governor of California is doing that. Yes, yep, he's in the same coalition too, on standing government and women's rights. Yep. JB Pritzker has a lot of really good, like a massive track record of that. I am Renegade. You got it. I haven't been partaking in the Among Us streams lately because I'm getting married and like I don't have a lot of the mental bandwidth to like give right now, but that is me. You got it. I'm less worried about the rich, but tax on corporations will be better. Yep. Because the corporations allow the rich to become rich, kind of thing. I'm on the same page with that too. Hello, nice to meet you, Dexter. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. We're building some, we yap about lots of things here. You're getting married, right? Weird. It's kind of getting serious. Hi, Iris. Welcome on in. Good to see you. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, welcome. Oh, we're building a house for Townies, basically. Stay rich in places and stop bringing up the cost for us poor neighborhoods, right? Who we vote for matters. Ooh, I kind of like this here. Good things about Illinois. Yeah, Minnesota is really great. I love living in Illinois. This is coming from someone who grew up and like lived in Wisconsin, which has always been like a swing state. Love Obi-Wan. Oh my god, Becca! Thank you! Oh my god, I changed it kind of as like a half joke for like the for May 4th for the Star Wars Day. But I like high-key love it because I also love Obi-Wan Kenobi so much. He's my favorite Jedi. Hard stop. Left Texas for Illinois. Best decision was drowning there. Aw, yes though, welcome! It's so good. I literally love living here. Adore it. I moved here with my fiance. No regrets. Obi-Wan Kenobi? No, Obi-Wan. Or Obi-Wan as like Darth Vader called him in like the original prequels or the sequels, I mean. Obi-Wan. Because he's the one for us. Living in Minnesota for most of my life, right, with right-wing parents, maybe made me think Minnesota was a red state, but now I'm grown up. Yeah, no, right? It's crazy. I always thought that Minnesota kind of ran a little more that direction too, until I started paying attention. Aw, cause of family. Boo! I sorry. I hope you can move out one day. Live in Sweden. US. I'm like, oh no, Vicky, don't do that. No, no, please don't. As much as we like would love to have some amazing people here, just don't right now. No, Belle, I think you're right. I think it all has always pretty much been blue from what I'm gathering. I think you're right. Michigan being a swing state. Yeah. Yeah, Wisconsin is a super big swing state too, and that's where I grew up. I grew up in like the heart of like conservatism or conservative Wisconsin. No, it is the poop. I don't like it. It was the poo-poos. Oh. Ooh, I like this tile. Vacations there, right? Because we do have a lot of beautiful stuff here. Like, I'm totally cool with that. At the moment, right? From UK and I briefly lived in Tulsa. It was a big mistake. Oh, wow. In Tulsa? Oh, that's wild. I've never lived outside of the Midwest before, but why? But why? Lovingly. Like, I don't know. I guess like work or love or job or you never know. Um Hey, Simchic, thank you so much for 16 months. You are amazing. I really appreciate you. How you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful time. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Rip. Oh, I get it. Aw, thank you so much, Simsy1996, for the 18 months. How are you doing today? I'm so glad to see you. Welcome on by. What? I really kind of want like a really good tile to go in here, but I just don't know. I don't want this one. I want something that's like, this is the kitchen, if you're kind of catching me. I'm doing good. A little bit, like definitely PMSing and like kind of going through it there. Low spoon day, but we're doing good. I can't really complain otherwise. Oh yeah, we got our marriage, like I was saying, we got our marriage license yesterday. And then what else did I do? Oh yeah, we ran to get oh my god, what was it, you guys? The wood for our like table sign holders. And I think we might work on that tonight, but Michael is D&D, I think, maybe. He might have D&D. It might be canceled though. Oh, see, that's too bright of a blue. I mean, it is really fun. I might try something different on the back though. See, so there's definitely better states. But honestly, living in a country where healthcare isn't free is not something I'm going to ever consider again. Right. Exactly. Yeah. The whole healthcare thing is just not great here. As like an understatement. How do I feel? Wait, I know what I'm gonna do. Wait. I'm gonna do the jungle adventure tile. It's a little bit darker, like a little darker than this. Canada, right? Canada also isn't accepting any immigrants, only like a super limited amount of things. And to get naturalized and to be able to get the access to the healthcare is really, really difficult right now too. If you are someone who is not a citizen, it's not something you can just like, hi, I would like a free healthcare, please. Right, it is the better option. Ooh, I kind of like that actually with that bright color. I'm gonna do this as like a darker tile or something on the walls. Not like the thick platform trim, but something like this. USA doesn't have healthcare, right? They've essentially gaslit us into thinking that it's just not possible. But when you realize, when you look at all the numbers, that is simply not true. Right, it is. It is very expensive to live in Canada too, which is crazy. Universal healthcare spend less per person than we do, right? Yes, they do. They sure do. Because yeah, you'll get less in your check, but then you're also not paying like thousands or tens of thousands, or even in some cases, millions of dollars in healthcare. People look at the short term and not the long term of things. Claims are constantly denied. So frustrating. Yes, right. Mm-hmm. It's wild. Things will change eventually. Sooner than later, though. So I think there's enough people that are getting fed up. It doesn't feel like it, but things are really changing. Hi, Nix. Welcome on in. Good to see you today. How you doing? I'm trying to see like what I want. I think just like some sort of a tile in here is like the best bet. Because I don't know if it looked better if I had the tile going all the way up the edge. Yes. Oh my God. That's amazing too, Chrisla. That is good news. Awesome. Health insurance? No, I would never be able to do it either, Jedi. It would be so heartbreaking to me. I have some very, I don't want to like trauma dump, but oh my God, I have some very strong opinions about like healthcare and like the denial process and stuff like that. Like, oh my God. I've mentioned it one time before, but I'm just going to get really mad if I talk about it again. It's related to my own family. Aw, renegade. Hoping for the most minimal thing possible for you. Impossible military dependents to get top surgery, even if they aren't in the military. What? Because it's just something that's not like available on the healthcare plan type of stuff, I'm assuming. You almost didn't take your workers' comp job. Oh, right. But we are charging companies and not individuals. So my company has low denial rates, so I accepted the job. Ah, see, right. Yeah, I feel like that makes it a lot better, personally. Oh, right. It should be illegal, 100%. Um, and that starts with the legislators and things that we elect into office and using our voice and making the phone calls, you know. I feel like a broken record when I talk about it, but like we have more power than we realize too. It is disheartening to like, it is disheartening, period. Just end of period. But that is something that is like also submitting in advance too. They outlawed people in the maritime from getting top surgery. That's right. That's crazy. From the other day that endometriosis occurs in the same rate of people as diabetes. Yes. Yep. And often because of AFAB healthcare, it oftentimes gets overlooked or dismissed because it is not very heavily researched. Or heavily like it's not taken seriously kind of thing too. It sure is. I heard that as well. I've also learned from like veterinary professionals that less is known about cats, and it is largely attributed to the idea that cats are viewed as feminine and that like dogs are made like viewed as masculine. It's kind of like this internalized bias that we have. I guess if that makes sense, it's not like a direct thing, but it's definitely like an internalized bias kind of situation. Which is really insane to think about. I wish that I was kidding. Is a large attribution to that. I never thought of it either. And I was like, I beg your finest pardon. What do you mean? Yeah, most medical research has been historically conducted on AMAB, and that's including, thank you for the follow, welcome on in. And that's including what we know about autism and ADHD from what I understand. Yes, they are. I saw that, Muba. I got so excited. They're working on a kidney disease medicine for cats. And because a lot of cats die to like kidney disease type of things too. It's insane. So like it's insane. I'm really excited to see what comes of that. Like it's like a vaccine or something, or medication or some sort of treatment for it, or preventative or something along those lines. Aw, I know. I really hope so too, Muba. Sports and policies affected themselves. They love keeping us ignorant. Oh, they do 100%. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I lost a cat to that too, Day. I'm so sorry. I did. Track hair and it's so hard to do anything. Oh, just started testing period products with actual menstrual. Yeah, no. Did you know that, you guys? Because like if you are someone who menstruates, You understand that the viscosity or the like the composure and like the way that it is, like the viscosity of menstrual blood is different from water, because menstrual products, when they go into testing and they talk about like how absorbent they are or like how fast they absorb or whatever, you know that like it takes a little while for that stuff to set in, or like the absorbency. They test it with water, I believe is what it was, and not actual like blood. And I believe that that is changing now. Weren't they doing like pig's blood for a while? I think I don't remember exactly what it was. I don't think it was pig's blood. I think it was something else. Not truly, right? Exactly. Because like the viscosity is different, like much different. Yeah. Right. That's true. It is mostly the lining of the uterus. That is fair. With some, yep. Amazing. Oh man. I wish that, without getting like too deep into like details or something, I wish that I could use menstrual underwear, like period underwear, but I have very heavy periods because of uterine fibroids and stuff. I wish that that was a good option for me, but it's just not. I'm obsessed with this yellow. I'm using it. Um, uh, the lining, why it comes out in clots. Isn't it being the lining? Why? Yeah, yep. Or also because like it's largely like pieces of the lining of your uterus, or and it's also because it's like sometimes if it takes a while to like move out, it can also like coagulate too, you know? So it's like a mixture of both essentially. Can't find it in your size. Oh man, are you plus size, Haley? If you don't mind my asking. Because I feel like that, like if I, like I feel like that is definitely something that is an issue too. Is the size inclusivity? Right. I relate to that a lot. Hi Raven, welcome on in. Reusable pads. Yes, no, literally, reusable pads are amazing. There's some good companies and stuff out there too. Ooh, I'm gonna do this like flooring down here. This is cute as heck. I like that. I hope they work. I've heard they work well. Yeah, I hear that they do as well. That people do have such a hard time finding anything. Yes, because companies and people in general act like they're supposed to live in potato sacks, right? Yep. When it comes to clothes, I feel like, no, I use a menstrual cup and it literally is insane. I have like a 15 milliliter cup. It's like a larger one. Proper plus size boxers, not short boxers, right? Are they comfortable? I personally love my menstrual cup. You definitely like can feel it at first, you know, because like it's in there and it's like expanded, and like if you don't have it seated in your pelvic bone properly, you can feel like a little bit of pressure like on your urethra area, you know. But like if you get it up there like properly, you can hardly notice it, like at all. You can definitely feel it, but like if you feel it too much, it's probably not in there properly. Nice period underwear, right? Reusable washable pads are great from what I've heard. Kind of like an IUD, right? Cup in the past few years is a great option. Yes, scared to try a cup. I get it. Jedi, they also have like some brands have like an applicator. So it's almost like a tampon plunger. And then you like fold it up and you put it in. It can help if you have like mobility issues too. And whatever. And like it like you can plunge it in. Um, but it definitely takes some confidence to be able to like get in and like break the seal, I guess. Um, it's like a plunger, right? Um, Flex, isn't that a menstrual disc? Because I hear really good things about that one too. Love the cracks. Thank you. I want this house to feel like lived in. Loss up in there. If you, I haven't had problems, but I know not everyone's body is set up the same. You know, like some people have like it's literally everyone's vaginal canal is different, like vastly different from person to person. Um, so I personally haven't had any problems of it like getting stuck or like lost up in there. But I know, like I said, people are different. So Flex also has a cup. Yeah, I think so. Shape is very important. Yeah, like like once you realize that like you're like it's not the same for everybody, it's yeah. But that issue of getting stuck, right? It really depends on your own body, right? Or like the way your pelvic bone is, kind of thing, and like how high up in there it is. Like it really does depend on your own body. But there's different like menstrual like body. There's options for everybody because everybody is different. Yeah, I personally love my cup. Um, it's wonderful. And TMI, like some people with like really heavy flow, I feel like really typically have a tendency to enjoy cups more because you're not just like blowing through tampons or like pads like crazy. AFAB, no, you can really tell when an AFAB person makes an AFAB product, 100%. I had a doctor scrape the heck out of me. Oh no, this, yep, yep, you can like, yep, some people have like a tilt, they do. A ridiculous steep angles, right? In depth and disc and cups do not work for nerd. Yeah, exactly. Makes you sad because people rave about cups and disc. Yeah, right? That really does suck though. But I also feel like it's kind of like a mind-boggling thing that, or like almost like freeing or validating, at least for me, when you realize that not everyone is shaped the same, you know? Like, I don't know why it didn't click for me until someone was like talking about it. AFAB, no, that's okay. Assigned female at birth. It's more of an inclusive term for people who are trans or non-binary. Um, yeah, assigned female at birth, or AMAB is assigned male at birth. So, assigned female at birth. Yeah, it's just a more trans inclusionary thing. We're mindful of like those folks. Yeah, no, I love learning. I love the learning. Happy to pass it on to someone else too, though, because I feel like I've done my job. Loving the stinky walls. Yay, stinky walls. um, yeah, I don't know why. Like I was talking about it though. Like why it was so mind-boggling and like oh, like an aha moment for me that I when I realized that not everyone has. Yeah, yeah, it's easier to say than uterus haver. It is. Um, Colby's. Oh my god, please give. Please give. Yum! Let's go. Yeah, it was kind of validating when I realized that like people have different shapes and I was like, that makes sense. But hygiene products has become less stigmatized a lot. It is. I was anxious about being on a pad lady when I was younger. I know I was too. There was almost like this stigma about like period products and stuff. Exactly. Inclusive language harms nobody. I always go on my way to make sure I use inclusive language over gendered language. I try really hard. Yeah, exactly. And not every AFAB person has a uterus. Exactly. Because, and then comes the nuance of people who are, what's it called? What's the word that I'm thinking of right now? Intersex. Intersex people. Um, yes, that's the word. Yep. You got it. I really like this. I'm gonna get rid of these little like lights or whatever because they're not what I want. I just wanted them in here so it's properly lit for me to like decorate so I can see what I'm doing. But I don't know what I would do in here because that one's pretty low. I feel like I need to hide them right when I'm out of or something, and then I feel like it's because of embarrassment. I don't need people to see I'm on my period because it's none of their business, right? For me, like, you know, this is a varying thing for like a lot of different people, but I'm kind of like, I'm like at that point in my life where I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, but it's not like a rudeness thing or like a lack of manners or kind of thing, but it's just like, I just don't care. Be like, yeah, what of it? Um, I got a period. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's just like, I just don't care anymore if people know that my body is a body and I have bodily functions or something. Um, And I come from like a place when I was a lot younger where like I was so mortified to take up space, like horrified that people knew that like I had bodily functions or needs for some reason. I don't know why. And it wasn't like I grew up in a household like my mom was super great with like period progression or like period like stuff and like talking about your body. And like my dad was the kind of dad who would go to the store to get tampons or something. Like it wasn't this shameful thing. But I don't know, I was just so like horrified to take up space when I was a kid. Exactly, definitely experience it like a human, just everyone else, and that's okay. Exactly right, Emmy. Trying to feel that way. I'm glad it's changing. Oh, right. And I hope to goodness, like I'm just I hope that I have a kid. I'm able to have a kid at all. But I'm gonna come in swinging if I have a daughter, y'all. Just putting it out there. Off topic, I received an amazing surprise yesterday. Yes, my birthday coming up soon. That's so nice. My husband booked up a trip to Maui. Congratulations, Sims Cheek. I hope you guys have fun. That is amazing. Good, good. Holy crap. That's awesome. First period at 9. Never had, oh my God, I had a hard time talking about it because it was always part of me. Like, I would freak out about other girls talking so openly about in middle school and high school. Oh, right. Yeah. No, and I know that. And I know like I was definitely one of those people who like in like my friend group or whatever, I remember like one of my best friends had to confide in me and like ask me and like my mom for help with like period related things because she didn't really know what was going on because her mom never really did that for her. I realize like now as an adult how much of a privilege that is to like have a parent who was truly like did her best to set me up for success with like understanding bodily functions and like having that confidence in like understanding of what was going on, if that makes sense. Um, so like I realize like we have these conversations quite often here, but like I never wish for anyone to feel ashamed that they don't know about their period cycle or they don't know about their body or what's happening to it or with it, or if they have like a question and you feel like you should know something by now. Like there's no shame in not knowing because everyone learns things at different rates for different reasons. Period. End of discussion. Like no pun intended with the period thing, but you know. Like, there's no shame in not knowing because we all learn things at different rates. And I hate this idea that like you should just automatically know things sometimes. Oh, really? Oh my gosh, right? Jamestown, right? That does happen very often. My mom told me about periods when I get panicked because I was dying when I got it on a what? Oh no, right, Raven? Yep, because there's like no amount of like preparation and discussion that can like prepare you sometimes for those moments. I get it. I get it. I was like, for real? Right. Oh my God, for the first time? Wow. That's crazy. Like for your first time? I remember, I think like I ended up using tampons like almost immediately. It was just like this click for me. I don't know. It just clicked. I don't know. Um, but I remember my mom saying like, wait, already? Wow, like she didn't even have to. I just like did it. I just did it. I don't know. But I think I read the box pretty like intentionally though. I remember that. Right, exactly. And that's valid too. For whatever reason that you may or may not do that. I can't remember. I was like still in elementary school. I was really young still. Hello, red flag. Why? Hello? Are you guys seeing this? um Oh, I think I'm having that weird glitch. I gotta restart my game really quick where like I can't delete things. It's a weird bug. I gotta, oh, please save, please save. Oh my God. My life is flashing before my eyes. I know, I kind of like it too. I might change the wallpaper to like a teal or something different. Oh my God, please help me. Laser, generally would leave because it was something wrong. Right? No, I get it. D. Hi, AK. Welcome on in. Good to see you today. How are you? Khaki pants and Valentine's Day. Oh no, I didn't use tampons for a long time. It got easier because to use tampons was more regular. Right. That's crazy. Oh, I know. No bug. No bug. I don't want it. I was thankfully at home when I first got mine. I wasn't like in school. But I remember I also had uterine fibroids really early, I think. I'm pretty sure. Very early. Like I'm thinking probably like high school, kind of early. Like a pretty big one. Because if you remember, I had that huge one like 10 years ago that I had removed. I talked about a lot. But it was like oh my God, my life is flashing before my eyes. I don't remember what time of year it was for me, but I remember I was at home. And my mom ran to the store and got me like nice new pair of pajamas and like chocolate. And that's when she taught me how to start shaving. Like it was this whole thing for her. It was almost like worshipful. It was cute. I don't remember Neek Neek. I'm scared. You know the toilet paper pad? It's a canon event. I remember teaching a girl in my gym class about that because she didn't know what to do. And I remember I taught her to like kind of like wrap it around your hand. This period like 5 minutes before I was leaving for a birthday party when I was like 11. Glad I was still at home because I was wearing white pants. Oh no, not the white pants. That's crazy. Something bad happened to you. Aw, I'm so sorry, Rose, though, that you weren't ever talked to about that. That's really hard. Because you know, it really is kind of like one of those like a generational curse thing. Because like sometimes our parents don't understand because they didn't have the support system kind of thing, and vice versa, and it carries on. Grade 8, and it felt like a sinking feeling in line for recess. Right. It was like, right, you have an older sister, thank goodness. Guys, white clothes in general, right, are a mistake. Oh crap, should I change my wedding dress? I'm just kidding. $20 to be able to go to a pool party for school. I didn't get to go. It started on the day of the pool party. Aw, gosh darn it. Force stop, right? I think I might have to Alt F4. I heard the dialogue box like try to pop up. Exactly, right, Annie, I agree. James, whenever I wear anything white, like I'm doing my mascara or something, I never drop my mascara wand except when I am, and I never spill things except for when I'm wearing white. Every single time, like without fail, I will spill something on it. A black wedding dress. Oh, that's awesome. I almost thought about doing like an unconventional colored wedding dress, but I ended up going with like white. Leading the day up. I am out here like raw dogging it. I really hope I don't like I think I'll be PMSing, which kind of sucks, like on my period, but I've been doing a lot to try to take care of myself leading up to then. Guys, I think we're at a loss here. I'm so depressed right now. I hadn't saved in a hot second. I remember getting mine at a sleepover. Oh, it's so nice. That is so nice though, Sarah. That is super sweet. You see, like if Michael and I are lucky enough to have a kid, that is the kind of like mom friend that I want to be. On your wedding day, aw. I was like, I was like third or fourth grade or something for it. I don't remember. It was heckin' awful, right? A baby blue dress. That's so cute. I like that. That's adorable. That's really cool. To my library before I saved recently. Honestly, yeah. Oh my God, Emmy, that really sucks so bad. I'm so sorry about the infinite save loop. Enter the giveaway. I will have you guys type in a keyword. Nice to see you, Iris. How you doing? I'm giving away the Golden Years kit today. I know, I hope. Sometimes I've lucked out a few times with that before. 2 Spanx though. Aw, nice. Even though I've been bleeding, nothing getting through them. Right. That's nice. Oh, for the wedding. Oh, for my wedding. Oh, I had to start my period in the middle of the month. It always tends to at the end beginning. So like when we picked our wedding date, my period cycle was definitely different. Like it's shifted a little bit. Now it's like it's gone back to the regular phase because it was once every like 30 to 31 days. Because like I still get all the fun cramps and stuff like that when I had my IUD, but then I had it taken out and my periods have kind of like regulated themselves to be like 28 to 30. So it slowly shifted, you know, over time. But when I scheduled our wedding, it would have been during like a really good time, but now that it's shifted, I will be officially like post ovulation ish. So hopefully I'll still feel really good and not be like in my, because like after I ovulate, when I hit that like deep part of the luteal phase, I get very cramped and very bloated and super gassy and just yucky. It saved. I didn't add the, I think I saved before I hit the lights. Oh my God, I'm so excited now. This is the best. Woo! So that's on me for like doing some saving that's kind of like last second or like just idly, I mean, in my head. A lake trip? No, literally, so I can't swim as much. Right, that sucks, Gloomy. Oh my God, you can't wait. I really hope it goes well for you, Iris. For me personally, I know everyone's different. For me, if it's like any consolation, for me personally, it was like pinch, a little pressure, and then it was out. And then it was like, oh, it feels, to me, it felt scarier. I know everyone's different though. For me, it felt scarier than like leading up to it than it was. Was it painful? For me, it really wasn't. It was like, okay. And this is the TMI, but like not really, because I'm open to talk about crap. For me, it was like, for some, like somehow like one of the strings got up there, so she had to like take extra time to like try to fish it out. So like she was doing more, if that makes sense. But like when it actually came time for her to like do stuff, it was like done. Not bad. I know, I'll talk about this stuff all day long, right? I don't even care. And like if you're someone who's a dude hanging out here or AFAB or something, listen, your partner, or you know, if you're like in a hetero relationship or into that, your partner is gonna have a period, odds are. So like, oh, it's talking about we're talking about menstruation. We've talked about a lot of stuff today, y'all. It's crazy. We really are kind of like multifaceted and nuanced here. If you have it, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say you have someone in your life that menstruates, even if it's not something that someone that you're like romantically involved with. I know we're really going places with these conversations today. I grew up with a dad who like would literally be comfortable with going to the store to get tampons, kind of thing. So like, come at me. I don't think any of you would, but yeah. There's no shame in having a body because all bodies are different. Hi, Mary. Welcome on in. Oh, I forget it's time. Oh my God. Luke, that's crazy. I love that. I felt hardly anything with mine, and the first time I had no pain meds and I was fine. I was crazy pain. I do have crazy pain tolerance too. Going in, it was like a little bit of like discomfort. But coming out, it was also like a little discomfort and it wasn't bad. But I know some people it's like bad. And that is also valid too. Because we're all different. Yes, I'm here to listen anyway. I love that. Buy period products that AFAB people in your life will thank you. No, literally though. Look, I gotta deny your message because it has a cuss word. I personally lost my period. It took a while. I know not everyone doesn't like. I still had like all of the cycles, but I didn't have like a little bit of spotting, but no flow. Um, some people don't get periods at all. Some people get their period altogether. I went through all those cycles, like still the PMS and like everything. And then it hits like 2 or 3 days of spotting and then nothing. And it wasn't even anything that I like needed to have like any protection for type of thing. Like it was like nothing. But I will warn you, depending on your body, it's not this way for everybody, but for a lot of people that I've talked to, it is. But your first few periods after you get your IDU out will likely be very heavy. And I hope that your healthcare provider does talk to you about that, because mine didn't. So and it's a totally normal thing. And it goes back to like normal. Nerd Dad was supportive of like kind of like NASA's 100 tampons and he had no like quantifiable way to know like is 100 tampons a lot. He has my mom like for going backpacking for 4 days. My mom was like, they'll know they're gonna have it or not. No worries, right? I mean, hey, A for effort. That's all I gotta say. 100 tampons. This game is so weird to me. Businesses and hobby stores come in purple and none of them. No, I know, I hate that. Like A for effort, you know. 100 tampons is never enough. I know, honestly, the more the merrier, right? Exactly. Oh, right. Your last one, right. It can be so crazy for some people. Yeah, mine are insane though. Like I feel like garbage the week and a half to leading up to it. But then I'm the type of person where I feel like immediately better. Like it's like, oh my God, I'm cured. All of my ailments are gone. Like it's a miracle type of level of change for me when I get my period. We are. How are you, Kyoko? Good to see ya. Welcome on in. Oh, before menopause, like, oh, like your last one? That's crazy. I've heard that happen to someone before. Like someone like one of my mom's like acquaintances that was like around her age at that time, you know? Like she was like in her 50s or late 40s. A villain. Oh my God, I have PMDD too, for sure. Oh my gosh, did you really, Claire? That's interesting to me. Right, going out with a bang. It's like, goodbye. I literally don't know what to do with this. I think the red would be really fun. Week before and during. No, I get so exhausted too. I'm going through that right now. Like I'm doing about a week for mine and I just feel hosed. Like not, the pain isn't as bad. It's definitely like, yeah, like I can definitely feel it. Like I'm crampy and like not that great off right now, but it's not like I'm dying of the pain like I am sometimes, because not all periods for me are created equal for the pain wise. I think I need to move on with this. After cycle injuries. Oh, that is so annoying. I feel that. Ovulating, I'm exhausted. It's usually week before. I'm cranky this week. Right. When I get ovulating, I usually feel a little bit bloated. I'm moving on from this. I don't know what I'm doing in there. Hello, other room. I'm not anemic, no. However, because like my doctor had me take a blood test because I was like the day, like I had my last pap smear before my period. It was like the day I was due to get my period, like the next day. So she had me go for a blood test and my iron dips a lot. And then my white blood cells came up because there's a ton of inflammation. So not anemic, but she had me take more B12 and B9. And I'm on iron because I'm on prenatals and stuff, but after cycle spices, oh, makes partner in crime happy. Right? All periods are equal. Exactly. So for individuals for sure, but for each singular period also. Yes. So real. I think I really like this color. I'm gonna put like a cute little plant in here. You know what? We're gonna do this. So bad even the dogs would hide. Oh, that's bad. That's probably like almost PMDD level. Yeah, my doctor last time confirmed I had PMDD because of like my dips and stuff and like all the like my symptoms and everything that I had, which I was like, this is validating, but gosh darn it. I know exactly. I wish that more men knew about it. Like Michael's been really great and like really understanding and stuff, and he knows that I go through like really high highs and really low lows, which is really nice because I talk about it a lot too. In the interview I just had, right? Prenatals, that's okay. Basically they are like for people who are preparing to get pregnant or pregnant. I'm not pregnant, we're preparing to that for that stuff. So I've been on them for like a year now. Ooh, which is insane. Group of two sisters, he's so chill about period stuff. Good. I love that. You can always tell when like someone has siblings. I feel like there's a definite noticeable difference in people or like partners like that for sure. It's so weird. Periods before I feel no pain and cramps, nothing in the summer. I'm like stuck in bed, so much pain. Right. It's crazy, isn't it? They really do vary a lot for some people. And mine are one of those like my pain, I'm definitely going to be very like either I can't walk or tummy hurty and sleepy eepy. But still like some cramps. Thank you. Yes, they really do. It's crazy. It's a green flag, Claire. Periods is so happy to buy supplies and comes prepared with chocolate and ice cream. Honestly, I was surprised because they know sisters. Yeah, but heck, I'll take it. Exactly. I love that. Michael last night, I wanted a chicken quesadilla really bad. So we didn't have any shredded cheese left. And he went out of his way to go to the store to get some. Oh my God. This is something that Michael would normally do like on any given day though. But I was joking because we went and picked up our marriage license yesterday. I was like, marriage is changing you. So like we drove home. We were driving home and it was like a busy street. And then like there were some kids like playing with a soccer ball in like a fenced in yard. And then it kicked and like rolled in front of our car. And then he pulled over to like give it back to them kind of thing, which is something he would normally do anyway. But I was like, oh my God, marriage is changing you. I had to give him crap for it. But it's fun. More surprised of random requests. He doesn't complain and get me all the stuff I crave, so it's still a win, right? I do like when partners, especially of like expecting, you know, in like expecting situations like that, do prioritize your like mental and physical health like that. Because like it's hard work building the baby, y'all. It's hard work. So much pain the other day. Aw, I'm glad that he's super understanding. That's been me lately, like with my cycles and stuff. I also feel like since I don't have my IUD any longer, that my PMDD has gotten worse. Like my PMS cycle, like that has gotten worse. Those symptoms for me. Which I'm like ready to yeet the uterus ASAP. Hey, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Abandoning you for blueprints. Listen, it's important to know where we stand, right, Court? Bye, Belle. I'll see you later. Thanks so much for coming by. It's like, I understand where we stand. That's funny though. Babe, I know it's 10 p.m., but Culver sounds really good right now, right? Uh-huh. Definitely been there, done that before. Oh, my gooses. I've literally done nothing today, but we've had fun yappy sessions, but gosh, my brain is literally mush. Like my body is mush. I really, 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 really cannot wait until I can get my uterus taken away. Like, please just get rid of it because I realize how much it like prevents me from like doing the things that I want to do and the things that I need to do. And I'm over it. I can't. It's like debilitating. Said no ordering pizza at 10:30. That's rude. Aw, but that's not rude because you bought some at lunch, but aw. But also boo. But you wanted pizza now. You know what I mean? You wanted the pizza now. What a roller coaster. He said it was too late. How dare he use logic in your time of need? I'm just being sarcastic. I have to take meds. It depends on your situation. Some people do, some people don't. It would really depend on like what happened, what goes down with like your doctor and whatever. Depends on like what type they do and like your bodily needs, but that really just depends on that. We're already in bed to be fair. Oh, that's real. Oh, Nix, I gotta deny your message because the cuss words, but like I'd love to have it removed because of the pain. I have reservations about it, haven't had kids yet, blah, blah, blah. Right, I get it. I understand you. We don't even know, like, we know. Hysterectomy, kept my ovaries, didn't take any meds, right? Oh no, that's all right, that's okay. No harm, no foul. I'm usually not super stinky about like, if you guys type a message and then it like has a cuss word sort of thing, I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, like all super mean about it. I gotta pee. I don't want to move though. But I know we want one singular kid. Listen here, uterus, we want one singular kid. But I don't know, there's gonna be like a lot of like issues. I'm hoping that it doesn't take forever because I am so tired of having periods. I'm like over it, you know what I mean? Like I'm at that point in my life where I am just fed up with having it. Oh no, that's so good. That's so good. As its own opinions, you're gonna end up with twins just for that request, literally, right? I need to pee, but too comfy to move. I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom though, because if my property is on ley lines, right? We have multiples because it's on ley lines. I'm gonna go pee, y'all. Spoon day today. I'm like, ugh. You guys don't even need me, see? Look at you. You guys have been rocking it. What level did you guys get up to? Oh, goodness. I'm back. Sorry about that. At 16 twice. Oh my God, I feel so bad that I took forever. I'm sorry. My tummy hurty. But I did find this and I did kind of laugh a little bit. So there's that at least. 16, that's crazy. Twice? Good on you guys for keeping with it though. Oh yeah, that's amazing. It was good. Oh, the Pope. Good, you get it on. Thank you. Oh, managed to get sorted and then a second one. Look at that. I feel like I ride that high forever whenever I get one, you know? I'm like, heck yeah. I feel it. Oh, you self-entertain. You guys are pretty good at that sometimes. What can I say? Oh, all the time. And people go to my college make fun of you for it. Really? They just don't understand. Tell them they're making fun of my culture. My Midwest culture. Ooh. They just don't understand us. I know, it really is so high. I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm like, do I want this? Because like, this is really insane. This like sink situation. I kind of hate it, to be honest with you. Oh my God, it's like, cause oh no, Vicky, cause you have like a stream delay or something. That's the worst, I'm sorry. That's exciting. You just made a home for your legacy. So this is something that we've been working on for like Townies and stuff. Michael isn't, I don't think Michael has D&D tonight, but I will probably do like a little YouTube live or something tonight. Or if I'm feeling the spoons later. Where I do some other things like I want to work on this house a little bit off camera or on YouTube tonight. So fingers crossed that my energy level keeps up with me. Tool it down a bit. Would it still function? I've never really done that before. I don't know if it'll still function. I'm not 100% sure that it will. Because the animations would be weird, you know? So I don't think so. Midwest College too. Oh my God. What? It's a Midwest College too. Are you kidding me? You get made fun of that? Oh my, fun of for that? Nix, what kind of house did you do, or where'd you build it, by the way? Spoons, people, I say that to people and never understand. It's so important, you know, and I love when people ask the question, because then you're like, because I've had people say to me, like, I never thought of it that way, or I just, like, now I use that because now I understand what people are talking about, or like a better way to describe how I'm feeling or whatever. I've been better about giving myself more grace. I'm still really hard on myself because I haven't done any like back recording this week, like the last week, basically. Like I've been wanting to, but also I do have a lot on my plate with like wedding planning stuff, but I'm also the kind of person like, why can't I do everything all the time either? You know what I mean? Why is my brain like that? I'm also trying to decide exactly what I want to do for this whole thing, and I think I like that tiling, and then I want this. There's been a lot of stepping back this part of the year because of wedding planning, and then not being able to like have the energy to participate like in Among Us stuff. So that's been kind of hard for me because I really want to play Among Us with everybody, but I haven't had the time or energy to do it right now. I don't know what I want to do. I think I had like this teal color, but it's also over here. But I really love the idea of like pulling some of the color from this tile is what I'm trying to do. And I don't know if that yellow is good. Spoon. Oh my God, salad fingers. No, I think of that sometimes too. We were talking, like salad fingers has come up a lot lately. And I'm honestly not mad about it because I think it's really funny. It's definitely like one of those really cursed things, you know? I also realize now that I need to grime up this wall again because that's where I had like the crash happen, was after this. Yeah, what is on everyone's agenda tonight? I don't know. Michael was, his group was really close to canceling D&D tonight, but if he cancels, I think that we're going to do the, what's it called? We're working on the little stand thingies for our, our table signs. So those things. Aw, they're hitting your stomach hard. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. After work. Aw, man. Right. I don't know what I'm gonna do this evening. If Michael's gone. I'm gonna try to like start working on sticker stuff, like filling those ones out for you guys. Because the March and April ones or whatever are due. So I'm gonna try to like make some headway on that. I think if I don't do the little live later tonight. But I'm hoping to be able to do it. Oh, that's kind of cute with those two rugs being layered like that though. I also am struggling with where I actually want to have this down here. And I don't think that's like that bad. You know, like in here. But I don't know. Oh my God, your 4-year gotcha day. That's exciting. It'll be 2 years with my other bunny at the end of the month. That's nice. That's really cool though. Congratulations on the little gotcha day. Next week we have a lot of things on our agenda too, you guys. I'm pretty excited about it. We have like the Sims live stream or whatever. So we'll be seeing that. And like hopefully we'll be getting like some info drops or whatever then. So fingers crossed on that one. Hopefully we get like a roadmap. But Steven is also hosting it, which is really exciting too. This, I don't know if I like that. And we have, I'm like just not, things are just not clicking for me this afternoon. And I want it to be, you know how that goes. Oh, renewing your husband's passport accidentally said renew his birth certificate. Oh my God, imagine. That would be terrible. Don't give them ideas. Right? Like yesterday we went and applied for a marriage license, but we also have like a pile of wedding planning things to do, and I need to see if I can make any more progress with that coming up soon, like probably tonight. Because I have to make like our seating chart, and now that we have like all of our RSVPs, I gotta like make the seating chart. Which is exciting. Not. Aw, because I just couldn't write. I know, I feel you. I've been pretty good like mentally and emotionally, thankfully, but right now I'm kind of feeling I haven't had the spoons to keep up with like the housework stuff that I wanted to get done this week, but it's all right at the end of the day. I don't know if I want to do like a little breakfast table. Oh no, in like 15 minutes. I'm so sorry. What if I like straightened this out, you guys? What if I did this and did it here instead? Because I think I had it this way before. Wedding planning is so much work. It is. I've been enjoying it a lot, but there's no doubt in my mind that it's been a lot of tiny little pieces, you know? But it has been enjoyable for me, and I've actually really liked it. Yeah, just so many little pieces. Lots of meetings. Ooh, okay, so this being this way a little bit, I think this makes me feel a little bit better. Like 20 people, because I'm planning more than that sounded so stressful. Oh, I get it. Our guest list, like our invite list in the beginning was like, oh my God. It was like 100 or 360 people. And then our actual RSVPs are like 200. So I'm totally all right with that. It's a lot less than what we were like thinking, because we were thinking maybe like 225 to 250-ish. So it's a lot less than initially, but I'm definitely okay with that. A lot less planning in that way. Should I go like this instead? I feel like that just kind of creates a better like living room situation here when it's not angled. Building in a style in a way that I am unfamiliar with has been really interesting for me. Large groups and center of attention on top of it be too much for me. Or aiming for like 40. That's nice, right? God, 40 wouldn't even like touch my like, well, aunts and uncles and like part of my cousins or anything like that. Wouldn't even touch it. Oh boy, that'd be insane. It's wild to think about. Closest siblings and family will be a lot of people. I have 7 siblings and most of them have partners and come with kids. Yup. Just get the people I consider closest, get up to like 16 or so, right? Yeah, like, it's also definitely like, oh God, how do I want to describe it? Like my dad not being here anymore. Um, Definitely in a way kind of put a little bit more weight about wanting to have my aunts and uncles like more present, if that makes sense. I think honestly, I think that even if he were still here, I still would, because they're all just like very close or whatever, you know? But it definitely makes it feel different. Ooh, I actually really like that. That like pinky teal color. Oh, that's so cute. I really like that. I wanted to feel very like relaxed. I might put like just a little table in here because this is like just a chair. All close, I think. Exactly. It's not super close to a lot of my family, to be honest, right? Some of my cousins, definitely not anymore, especially since like some of them definitely went a very like, I've heard, let's just say that I've heard some of my cousins' kids say some things that are like homophobic. And these are like kindergartners, you know? Let's just say that. Yeah, it's very big yikes. Those people aren't coming. Yeah, they learned that somewhere. Exactly. They're not coming. Not good. Yeah, they learned that somewhere. So kids are little sponges for that stuff. So whatever's going on in your home like that, they will parrot that back to you. So I'm just saying, not okay with that stuff. But yeah, they're not coming because I'm not close to them. So I'm right in my parents' backyard. That would be so nice. Exactly. Don't want that anyway. Yep. Especially, heck no, right? Especially with me. In your backyard. Oh my God. I don't want to see center attention. Having people I trust is important to you. Yeah. And that's it. Like, you don't have to have a big wedding. Like, you do not. You can just, it could just be you and your partner, and whatever witnesses you have to legally have, or an officiant or something, and then be done. Or even just the courthouse or whatever. You don't have to have anything super fancy. And if anyone tries to pressure you, then they just don't know you that well. The dark green, right? The dark green was kind of nice. I've been like hemming and hawing about what I want in here. Oop, where did it go? My brain is literally mush. I wonder what, like, how different my life would be if I didn't have my period cycle. Makes you wonder, wait, this screen is better because I feel like the other one kind of gets washed out, you know, a little bit. Yes, no, exactly. I'm not. No, that makes sense though. If they're helping, I would be like, that's a very reasonable thing. Like, it's like if they want you to have a certain wedding, then that's a financial contribution. Right? No, Chal's right. I wonder what I'd be like without a period. Right, exactly. If I didn't have like PMDD and like all my fibroids and all that, I think it'd be way different for me. I'd be unstoppable. Just kidding. Hi, Shay. Welcome on in. Good to see you today. I saw like a lot of the fan palm thing the other day, and it was super pretty. I think Sue used it in a lot of her stuff, and I'm like, wait, I love that. I love that plant. I want to put this outside. Oh my God. I have a patio area where, because I feel like this is such like a warm climate patio plant. And I love how extra that is. Hi, Kay. Welcome on in. Good to see you today. Wasn't get married because he didn't want some big event, and he didn't realize you could just literally order pizza, right, and sign some papers. Yup. And it would be a wedding. It's your day. Exactly right, Emmy. Like Michael, actually not Michael, the state of Illinois, you don't have to have a witness. I didn't realize that. So it could like literally just be you, your spouse, and like the officiant or whatever. That's it. I wonder, honestly, if I would like planning things and like looking at it the way I would now, like, would I change some things? I don't know. I'm not there yet, you know, to like my wedding, obviously, because it's like next month. So I don't know if I would have done things differently because we haven't done it yet. Only two people's opinions matter for. Exactly right. I saw that too. Oh my God, Nerd just posted in like the Discord about like Pope Leo calling out JD Vance. So he's been like very outwardly anti JD Vance and Trump on Twitter. So I'm excited about that. That is a good glimmer of hope. Lurking all while driving. Oh my God, didn't want to write in those crazy shoes. No, honestly, right? Yes, Madeline. So I hear that he was also very close to Pope Francis. Also, from what I've learned as well. Mixed feelings, right? I have very mixed feelings too. In addition to that, from what I've learned, thank you so much, Madison, for the 29 months as well as 3 months in advance. That's so nice. I think it's healthy to be skeptical, honestly. That's a very valid experience and very healthy. Um, ooh, I like this more, the brown. That's good. That's good. Um, no, that's exactly it. I mean, I want to come back to that in a second. Um, One thing that I have read is that Leo is really into, like, he talks often about building bridges, which is Catholic speak for LGBTQ stuff. Um like generally being pretty progressive with that, not necessarily as progressive as like Francis was, but still good. It's still very good. So I'm excited about that. Big potted plant. Oh my god, let me show you. I actually really like this like lighter green. I'll come back to this. I'm still iffy on it. Big potted plant is this one here. This is a banana tree and it's from Courtyard Oasis. This one over here is a palm and it's from the movie Hangout stuff. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. How you doing today? I appreciate that. Um, yeah, he's very against women having serving in higher positions in the church, which is really sad. If Pope Francis made strides, I really hope that it will end up differently. Yes, I agree. Um, one piece of wedding day advice would be make sure you have time to eat and take care of yourself. I was so busy you didn't eat anything, but the time the ceremony started, I just wanted to end the night and rest. Right? I do have plans, and like a planned like menu, if you will, for my to have my bridesmaids or like in my bridal suite or whatever when we're getting ready to have really solid like hearty food and stuff. um so we're making like really good egg sandwiches and having like fruit trays and all sorts of stuff. Oh darn it, Schmegbert, right? Grr. If people could just not. Ooh, I wonder what I want to do with this. I kind of like the idea of having this be like a tiled look back here. That is really sad. Gosh darn it. I actually like that. McDonald's my wedding hair, tiara, and makeup pre-wedding. Nice. Right. So we've got some plans for that stuff. And then our photographer is actually gonna like kind of almost create like a barrier for us, not like a physical barrier, but kind of be like a, I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head. Lie about being off taking photos with us and just letting us have like 10 to 20 minutes with each other sort of thing, just together. Like a buffer. Yeah, she's gonna act like as a buffer for us and then keep people away and then let us just be alone and go rat for like 15 to 20 minutes kind of thing. Ended up having to pay for our own drinks at the bar. No! After you got married, a friends would have given us the one night of free drinks, just saying. What? Are you kidding me? We are also, I wonder what it's going to be like for us though, because we're also sponsoring like 2 kegs. No, you guys bought your own drinks. Are you kidding me? No. No, no, no. It was oh my god, what was it? Yeah, no. Oh my god, no. No. Um you were sponsoring 2 kegs of beer and like wine, like 2 different kinds of wines. As I sent it. Nice. No, Madison, that's good. Good stuff. Sister at a Chicago hot dog bar. That is, wait a second. Michael's dad is a Chicago native and it's like a personality trait for him at some point, and his whole family loves Chicago dogs. I messed up, guys. For the cocktail hour, we're getting like meatballs and whatever else. Because because you can't like cater in food. You have to use their food like in-house. Oh my God, I have to unplan my whole wedding and replan it. A Chicago dog hot dog. That would be so good. Took pictures and I actually got some cute pics with it. That's cute. I like that. Is it too late? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's too late. Because we have yet to submit our like final food choices, which actually have to do like today or tomorrow. I'll have to talk to Michael. He may love or hate the idea. One of the two. Yay, 14 years. Oh my God, I've never had that done. That would be awesome. You deserve it, right? You can find some like little mini sessions with like some good photographers nowadays. Hot dog late night snack. We oh my God. I don't know if they will be able to like do it, but that's a really good idea. But we do have for the late night crowd, we're gonna have the catering people bring in pizzas and chips and dip. Like chips and nacho, like chips, salsa, and cheese, I guess. But I would mess up a hot dog at like 11 p.m. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I would so do that. There's nothing like a drunk hot dog. Ain't nothing like it. Post-wedding dog sounds good. Brando, that could have one of two meanings. You do it. Schmegbert, do it. Oh my God, I love poutine too. Ooh, a poutine bar. Oh my God, because Wisconsin, my cheese curds, my culture. Queso cheese, yes, queso cheese, yep. The wedding dress I never wore. Aw, right? Mexican food truck and it was fire. Okay, so we tried to get a food truck for our rehearsal dinner. But like where we're having a rehearsal dinner and is like not in a place that would allow it really, like it wouldn't make sense kind of thing. But I wanted to do like, honestly, if we could have had the venue that we really, really wanted, but they didn't have our date and they were like super booked out and it was just not gonna work. I wanted to have our dinner be like 4 or 5 local food trucks and all of them pull up and then like you get your food and we basically like sponsor the bill for like our dinner for our food bill. Because the venue that we initially the one that I wanted that didn't really accommodate what we needed, had, I think it was like $250 for the venue, which in wedding speak is like freaking dirt cheap for a wedding. The chili dogs at football games. Oh my God, I want hot dogs now. Chili dog sounds so good, actually. I haven't had a chili dog in forever. What am I looking for? Oh, wait. It is really cheap. It's a beautiful venue too. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome on. Like, it is gorgeous. So pretty. But yeah. I don't know if they have air conditioning though. Because it's historic. Coney Island fries and dogs at Saganaki in Michigan. I had some Coney Island stuff, like Coney Island dogs, when my brother lived in like La Crosse. I haven't had Coney Island. I had Coney Island when I went to Detroit actually with Chi. We did have Coney Island hot dogs that day. Where is the like mural thingy, you guys? It's like a cute picture, but then it like changes. It's got flowers. Was that for rent? I genuinely don't remember where it was. Hot dogs are weird. They are. Go back and change things out of gotten a food truck. We had acquaintance cater our food and it was subpar despite our extensive catering experience. Oh no, that really sucks. I'm really excited for the food that we have catered though, for our rehearsal dinner. Our rehearsal dinner food, it's like a very local thing, you know, without like giving details. It's very local and I'm very excited about that. I think it's For Rent that has it. It's like a big like mural thing, or it's Lovestruck. It's one of the two. I think it might be Lovestruck actually. It's like the flower mural thingy. I don't know where it is. But it's something in here that doesn't look like what it's supposed to be in the beginning, like as the first swatch. Like it changes, so that makes it extra hard to like find. It's like the flowers. Rest of our day was perfect. Also, I married my best friend, so no complaints. Aw, I love it. And that's all you need at the end of the day, right? That's amazing. I know I'm very happy with our choices, obviously. But like, I feel like you like will what if or should yourself have to death sometimes, especially if you're someone like me. Where is it? They're like cute flower things, life and death. Maybe they are. Oh my God, maybe it is. They're literally right here. I thought, oh my God. Honestly, any of them. It could have been like any of them. That makes so much sense. 9 years. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's really cool. 9 years. That's insane. Best friend day was perfect though. Best friend had pretzel bar at our wedding during cocktail hour. That would be so cute. What really sucks though, with our venue is like the one that worked for us kind of thing, but we couldn't bring in any other like food or anything. So like basically you were kind of stuck with whatever they were like they had on the menu. So you couldn't do anything like a donut bar thing, probably. Unless you did like a baker, I guess. But like you couldn't really do like the but yeah. The flexibility just wasn't there, which is kind of unfortunate. Hello. 9 years this month. Yay! That's exciting. Happy anniversary, you guys, for celebrating anniversaries. Bloody eyes, you love him. His name is Richard. Oh, that's so pretty. I am obsessed with these. That's so cute. We're so doing this. 21 years. Yay! I love that. Not old, just experienced. Yeah, my fiance and I, we've known each other for like 12 years and we just picked up our marriage license yesterday. I was going through it like I was just exhausted yesterday, and yesterday I looked like a toe. And when I took the when I took the selfie, like a selfie of us like getting our marriage certificate or whatever in front of like the little thing that they had, I was like, oh man, I wish I'd have fixed myself up a little bit better, you know. But looking back, I'll be like, it'll be all right. But it was cute. A little less like a toe. I do like that muted green a little bit more rather than like the Kelly green in here. It's also making me wonder, do they have anything else in here for these colors? Known each other since 2004. Met in high school and were friends a very long time before we got together. Right. We were like friends of friends. We didn't really like know each other, but like kind of had eyes for each other in passing kind of thing, if you know what I mean. That, oh my God, it's this whole story. It's crazy. That's so good though. I love that. We both thought the other person hated us because I have RBF really bad. Resting bean face. And then he thought the same about me. Oh, that blue is so cute. I'm so using the blue in here. This is it, y'all. That is what I'm talking about. And then I might feel better about using a yellow on the walls. Wait a minute. I thought about it. So next week, just as an FYI, I think on Monday we have some sort of like tours planned. Or not tours, sorry, a co-working stream planned. And then on Wednesday, we're gonna be able to do can't think of what it's called off the top of my head. On Wednesday, we have random build tours together. So I hope you guys will come hang out for that. I do need things a little bit more low key though. I'm super excited about that because I hope I get my period soon. Because your girl is host. I need to find that good, like, bright yellow. It was like kind of like a golden yellow color, and I don't remember where it came from. Here, this one works. Wanted to ask me in high school with it as his friend asked me first, knowing he planned to. Oh man, that sucks. Completely different in high school, and we wouldn't have lasted. No, and that's kind of it too. Like, Michael and I knew each other for like years, but we definitely wouldn't have made it either because we were just way, 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 way different people. And things probably undoubtedly would have been a train wreck, to be honest with you. Really bad. Like it would have been a train wreck. Because we were just like way more like fit for each other now than what we ever were back then. That's cute. I like where that tile's kind of lining up here. I love these stairs. Yeah, good on his friend for asking you out. Just saying. Okay, so we have like a big table out here, but I think what I am gonna do is I'm gonna get like a little, just a little guy table in here. And then get a couple of chairs. I don't know what kind of chairs, but some chairs. That's not where the chair goes. Hello. Or even these like seasons ones are kind of cute. Those wicker ones. So I do want this kitchen to feel very like small and intimate and tiny and cute. It's almost making me not want to use like a circular table, but also do just like a little like rectangular moment like this. I really want to do a bunch of those like fun colors. Oh, we're so in. We're so doing this one. Oh, that's going to be really good. Here we go. Comfort. I think this one came in a base game update. Yes, with this guy. Oh, this is so cute. So that's not going to work out. And now I'm sad. Wish we met sooner, but if I told him before I settled down, it wouldn't have lasted. I'd tell him I met at a perfect time, better late than never. Exactly. Right. Because, like, it's crazy how different you are when you're younger and then, like, when you get older and everything, like, your experiences and all that. 100%. I'm very much so on the same page because now we're both in our early 30s. Oh my God, I haven't. Thank you, Schmegbert. Hi, Bree Craig. Welcome on in. Good to see you today. I should go. I should go. I lost track of time, you guys. I'm also hungry. Thank you for the follows. I'm like 500 away from, oh my God, oops, that's from the from the stuff we were looking at earlier. I know I'm hungry. Let's see. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna do the kit giveaway, y'all. If you guys would like a code for the Golden Years kit, PC or Mac, type mine. You have to be following. Boyfriend dated in high school and then they broke up and now we're mostly back together 10 years later and honestly it was the best decision. Aww, that's kind of nice though. Thank you. I will have a code again tomorrow for either the restoration workshop or the clutter kit, the kitchen clutter kit. Thank you, EA, for the code. I'm sorry I'm like all like over the place today and I literally didn't build anything or put things in proper places or whatever today. I'm just like a big old sack of mashed potatoes today, this week. My brain is just going a million miles a minute over a bunch of the like things that are kind of going on with wedding planning. It was a chattier stream today. You know, I kind of came in without really having a plan, except that I knew that we were just going to play The Sims to some extent, but I'm glad I didn't have to do anything that's like really heavy story playing today. So like, I don't think I could have handled it. It was good company and good conversation, right? I do need to eat though. That is one thing I do know. So if it draws your name, you'll need to whisper me and then I will get your code. Again, this is for the Golden Years kit, PC or Mac. Michaela, Alyssa, send me a message. Woo! So tomorrow, actually, like if Michael does D&D tonight, I will get on YouTube live if I'm having the spoons. And then I'll keep working on this build. that or I'll work on like sticker things and getting that all ready. Maybe I could also save that for Monday too, because we have a co-working stream on Monday. I will find out what works or what feels best. But I have to work on wedding stuff too. I can't believe that it's already Thursday. It feels like the week just started, but congratulations. Yes, you just messaged with me. I will send you the code after stream. Thank you for being here, you guys. Thank you for listening to my rambles and all that kind of stuff. And hanging out. It's honestly been amazing. I'm very grateful for you. I can't believe we have a Chicago Pope. That's interesting. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day though. I will, as always, I will let you know in Discord when I go live, if I go live later, but I'll see you there. Even if I don't go live a little bit later this evening, depending on how I'm feeling. I always post to Discord when I go live on Twitch, because Twitch doesn't always send you the notifications. Relax if you can. I hope so. My brain, I just have a hard time like shutting off my brain, you know? So it's really hard. Exactly. When you worry about things when you can actually do something about them, right? I wish that my brain worked that way. Oh, because it's always running with like 50 tabs and other things. It'll be all right. Right? I wish my brain worked that way. So we're gonna go say hi to Sailor T. You guys, she is working on making Sims, and she's also raising money for St. Jude, which is super cool. So while I'm not doing a fundraiser this year like I usually do, I just don't have the mental capacity to like host something like that right now. Make sure you donate to someone, because that money is still going to St. Jude regardless of where you donate. So thank you for being here. Again, make sure to drop a follow right here. I stream The Sims every single weekday, but let's go on a raid. We're gonna go say hi to Sailor T, like I said. If you have a sub, make sure to copy and paste the Beanie Weenies incoming. Otherwise, the hand hearts will do. Just make sure to tell Sailor T that I sent you. I will see you tomorrow. And as I always say, tomorrow's a beautiful day, especially with you in it. Here's a boop for the road. Bye. See you later.